Hello, hello! Welcome to my kitchen. Tonight is going to be a fun night. I am making one of my most, I would say favorite and delicious meals. I'm going to make a shrimp and chicken curry. It is going to be yellow curry. There are a few different kinds of curry. There's red curry, there's green curry, but my favorite is the yellow. It's probably a little more traditional, but I absolutely love it. I've been doing some prep work. I have my onions, my carrots, I have red potatoes, I have tricolor peppers all set to go, and I have my shrimp and chicken that has been marinating in spices and all sorts of yummy stuff to get ready to go. We could get to cooking. Come on over here with me. So I'm going to pop a little olive oil in the pan. And we're going to get that going. And when you saute vegetables, your best bet is to saute them according to their firmness. Carrots are really hard. They take a long time to cook. Potatoes are really hard. They take a long time to cook. Onions take longer, not so much because they're hard, but because they caramelize and they taste really, really good. The peppers will go in last. And then we'll toss in the chicken and the spices and we'll see what happens. So that's going to warm up a little bit. I don't use fresh garlic in curry. That's probably one of the few dishes that I don't put fresh garlic in. Garlic powder seems to work a little better, and I don't put a lot of that because we want the curry flavor to not be overpowered by anything. I use a combination. I use regular curry and I use a hot curry because I really love spicy food a lot. And Penzeys is like the best spice place ever. So that's where I get everything from. Well, most things, not everything. I'm going to turn the fire on for my rice. I like a basmati rice for this, but my daughter wanted jasmine, so jasmine it is. And rice, I don't know. I mean, people ask me, how do you make a good rice? I don't use recipes, unfortunately. So for me to even teach you guys how to do this, I would have to make it, measure it bit by bit, and then put it up and let you know how to do it. It's just kind of like I wing it, I taste it. If I need to add a little this, I add a little this. And you can't detract though, so you got to add little by little. But on the rice, I usually use 2 to 2.5 cups of water and then half the amount of rice. So I have about 3 cups of water in there. I'm going to put a cup and a half of rice. Just because I knew I was going to be telling you guys this, so I better know what I was putting in it. All right, so the oil is getting pretty warm now. Let's throw a piece of onion in there and see if it's, oh yeah, it's ready. So there we go. All right, so I'm going to put the carrots and the onions and potatoes all together because they are definitely going to take the longest. Yowza. Let's turn that down just a little. I wish they had smell vision. It'd be awesome. Oh! It's the balancing act. Alright. You guys see my paper towel roll there in the back? Look at that, industrial size. Because of this whole corona thing that's going on, it took me 2 weeks to find toilet paper. Finally found that, then it took me another week or 2 after that to find paper towels, and I still couldn't find the traditional kind, so I ordered what I thought was a couple rolls of that. I got a case of like 8 or 10 rolls. But guess what? They're pretty cool because they're perforated just like regular paper towels. So they work out great. I won't need paper towels for eons. So, yay me. So anyway, we're going to stir this around. Get that going. Really good. The other thing that I put in here is a little coconut oil because I use coconut milk in it, and so put a little coconut oil in it is perfect. Gives you a little nutty flavor, and once you get the coconut milk in there, it's going to be amazing. Let's put that in there. So we're going to keep that going for a while. And like I said, it's always easy to add. It's not so easy to take away. So when you're adding more oil or salt or pepper, whatever seasoning you're adding, just do it little by little and then just taste as you go along. Because putting too much, you're in big trouble after that. I won't say what I was going to say, but you know what I mean. You'll be in trouble. So we're going to let that cook. Alright, so I'm going to add some salt. And this is just my personal preference. I use pink Himalayan salt just because it's good for you. There we go. And this is more salt than I would normally add, but again, my kid's eating it, so she'll say, I need salt. So add a little salt. For this dish, I use white pepper instead of regular pepper. It's not as pungent, and it's even for cosmetic reasons. You can't see it. So, white pepper. Pensies again. There we go. Yummy, yummy. So my water for my rice is starting to boil already a little bit. So I have to tell you about this lemon tart that I made last night. I'm a great chef when it comes to savory dishes, but I'm a little challenged in the baking area. And so I had to make this dough for the tart. And I was looking at the ingredients and what my instructor sent me to do. And next to the butter, it had 1/2 and a hashtag sign. And I have no idea what that is. And let's let that cook a little bit. And so I'm thinking, okay, well maybe it's a 1/2 stick or 1/2 cup. I have no idea. So I'm putting all the ingredients together, the flour, the butter. It's one of those kind of doughs where you have to really knead it with your hands because it's supposed to be kind of gritty, like, I don't know, kind of like breadcrumbs. And then you have to roll it out. Well, this thing was dry, so I don't know what, it wasn't working very well. So I kind of piecemealed it into the pan, baked it up, and it looked really, really good. I made it brown. It was really beautiful. I made the filling. That was amazing. Really good. I baked it, put the filling in, put it in the fridge. About 4 hours later, I went to try it, and I'm telling you, I could have used that crust and given someone a concussion, hitting them in the head with it. It was that hard. It was an epic fail. The filling, mind you, was really good. I found out that that hashtag sign meant pound. So I was supposed to use a 1/2 pound of butter, not a 1/2 stick. And that's why I couldn't get the dough to do what I wanted to do. So that was a learning lesson for me. So this is starting to render down some. We're going to add the curry to it. You can see the vegetables are starting to get a little translucent, which is a good sign. So let's start adding the curry. Lots and lots of curry. And when you add the curry, it's just personal preference. I love it to be really, really strong, so I add a lot. That's the regular. Get a little spicy in there. And my rice is going too. So I gotta pop that in there. Let me stir this around really quick. And where's my rice? Awesome. So, yeah, let's get the rice in there. There we go. Woo! Alright. Alright, so that's got to come to a boil, so we're good on that one. Alright, so this is coming together really nice. You can see it's turning yellow or gold. I'm going to add the chicken. Start adding pieces of chicken to this. Let's turn that back up. Pan really hot again. Woo! Hot, hot. Alright. Around. Alright, so now we're going to add the peppers in. There we go. We're going to cook this for about, well, we're going to cook it until the chicken is almost done. So maybe 15 minutes or so. It doesn't take long because they're chicken thighs and they're cut into small pieces. So we're going to cook this down for about 15 minutes. And then we will add the coconut milk. And the shrimp obviously go in last because they only take a second to cook. But can you see that? It's cooking down really good. Good stuff. So we'll take a little break, and when we come back, we'll be ready to add the coconut milk and everything else. All right? See you in a minute. Hey, so it's been about 10 minutes or so, and I have rendered down the chicken and the veggies, and I'm going to add the coconut milk. I don't want the chicken to be completely done when I add the coconut milk because you want it to saturate and marinate into the chicken itself. So I added a little more curry powder, and so I'm going to add coconut milk to this. Okay, let's see how that goes. May have to add a little bit more. Yeah, maybe just a little bit. I've got a lot of stuff in there, so we're going to add a little bit more. You got one more? Alright. Whoop. I want to get the creamy part. There we go, there's a little bit of water. Alright. Okay. And the coconut milk gives it such a rich and creamy taste. Most curry bases are coconut milk. The base of most curry dishes. A lot of them. I won't say most, but a lot of them. Use coconut milk for a lot of stuff. And this is no exception. Let's check our rice really quick. It is looking pretty good. It's not hot? Okay. Yeah. It's coming along pretty quick. Alright. Let that steam. We will continue to cook this down. And we're going to give this probably a good maybe 20 minutes or so. And then we'll check on it again. Alright? So I'll be back just a little bit. Okay. So this has been sitting for about 15 minutes or so on a low flame covered. So that the liquid doesn't evaporate. Make sure that you cover it while you're letting the chicken cook and all that, so the coconut milk and all the liquid doesn't evaporate. So this is what we have. We're going to stir this, and we are going to taste the broth and make sure that it's seasoned well. And you can see, let's get a fork and try those potatoes, see if they're soft. Yep, they're definitely soft. Carrots. Soft. Perfect. Alright, let's give it a taste. Let's see. Don't want to burn myself, so. Oh man, that's good. That's really good. I'm actually going to add a little more salt. Here we go. Stir that a little more. Let's put that in the sink since already. No double dipping when you cook. Alright. We're going to put the shrimp in now, and they're going to take literally a whole 2 to 5 minutes, and we are going to be done. The rice is all finished. It's light and fluffy and ready to go. That took no time at all. My daughter will be happy. You can tell she's happy. She's behind the camera helping me. She's got a big smile on her face. So we're going to take the shrimp. And by the way, the shrimp and the chicken were seasoned with a little garlic powder, salt, pepper, and curry powder. And I let them sit in the fridge and marinate for a few hours before I cook them. So we're going to incorporate all the shrimp into here. That covered. And this will literally be done within 5 minutes. It takes shrimp no time to cook. So I'm going to turn the fire off. I'm going to cover this for about 5 minutes. And then we are going to eat. Alright? See you in a second. Okay! Alright. I think we're done here. So there's the shrimp. The chicken. You can see it's all done. Oh my god, this smells so good. I wish to goodness you guys could smell this. Oh. Alright, we're going to plate it up. Doesn't that look yummy? So we're going to get a little rice. Go. And I think I'll use, is that big enough? No, let's use the big one. No. You know what? Let's just use the same darn spoon. Works easier that way. There we go. Get some of these veggies in there. There we go. Juice. How about that? Okay, the real test is to taste it. Let's see. This is good stuff. So good. Really, really good. That's yummy. You can taste the curry, obviously, but it still has the flavor of the chicken and the shrimp and the vegetables and just a melange of flavors. It's really, really good. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. It's, as you can see, it's super simple, but super flavorful, and it's a fun dish. So until next time, you guys stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.